today we'll be discussing another set of MCQs based on Indian Contract Act. So let's begin with the first question. So the first question is, which one of the following falls into the category of offer? Which one of the following falls into the category of offer? First one, A. Newspaper advertisement regarding sale. B. Display of goods by a shopkeeper on window with price marks on them. Option C. Advertisement for for a concert. And option D. Announcement of reward to the public. So you have to choose which one is an offer from here. So among this, which one falls into the category of offer? A. Newspaper advertisement regarding sale. B. Display of goods by shopkeeper on window with price marks marked on them. Option C. Advertisement for a concert. And option D. Announcement of reward to the public. Which one is an offer? So here there are four choices. We have to find out which among the following falls into the category of offer. The first one is newspaper advertisement regarding sale. Option B is display of goods by a shopkeeper on window with prices marked on them. And option C, advertisement for a concert. And option D, announcement of reward to the public. So obviously here we can understand from the choices that option D is considered as an offer, because here the reward will be given to the public. So it's obviously the general offer made to the entire public. So option D is the correct answer here. Next question. A voidable contract is one which can A. Be enforced at option of agreed party. Option B. Be enforced at option of both the parties. Option C. Not be enforced in court of law. And D. Court prohibits. Voidable contract is one which can A. Be enforced at option of agreed party. B. Enforced at option of both party. Option C. Not be enforced in court of law. And D. Court prohibits. So what is a voidable contract? So voidable contract is one which can be enforced at the option of the agreed party. So everyone have given the correct answer, that is option A. Cash withdrawn by a consumer of a bank from an automated teller machine is an example of A. A void contract, B. Express contract, C. Tacit contract, D. Bilateral contract. So cash withdrawn by a customer or a consumer of a bank from ATM machine is an example of tacit contract. So option C is correct. Ignorance of law is no excuse comes under dash. Ignorance of law is no excuse comes under dash. A. Mistake of law of the land. Option B. Mistake of foreign. Option C. Unilateral. And D is bilateral mistake. Ignorance of law is not an excuse. Comes under dash. A. Mistake of law of land. Option B. Mistake of foreign. Option C. Unilateral. And option D is bilateral. So correct answer is option number A. Everyone are going with option number A. Yeah. Ignorance of law is no excuse, is the mistake of the law of the land. And our law is the law framed by the highest authority, that is the legislature, the parliament, right? And law enforcement is the work is of the Supreme Court, the highest authority, right? Meanwhile, we have entire judiciary, that is the different case. So law making body in our country is parliament. Fine. And the most important law everyone should know and we abide by is the Constitution of India. It makes all the laws, at least. Now moving to the next one. In the event of the buyer becoming insolvent before paying the price of the goods, in the absence of lien over goods, the seller options. A. Seller can sell the goods. B. Must send the goods to the official receiver. C. Can obtain the good, can retain the goods. And D. Appropriate the goods against any other sum due by him to the buyer. In the event of the buyer becoming insolvent before paying the price of the goods, in the absence of lien over the goods, the seller options. A. Seller can sell the goods. Option B. Must send the goods to the official receiver. Option C. Can retain the goods. And option D. Appropriate the goods against any other sum due by him to the buyer. In the event of the buyer becoming insolvent. So here the buyer is becoming insolvent before payment of price. Fine. So I'm now explaining the question. So no worries. And any doubt you with respect to the question can be put in the chat itself. I'll take it. In the event of the buyer becoming insolvent. So buyer is becoming insolvent. Fine. Okay. Before the payment of price. So price is not yet paid by the buyer and now the buyer is unable to pay it because now the buyer is not able to pay the price because he became insolvent. Here there is absence of lien. The seller doesn't have the right of lien because this was not mentioned in the contract. So now what the seller can do, we have to find out that. Okay. So here the correct answer is option B. Must send the goods to the official receiver. Fine. So the official receiver will be claiming the goods and the seller has to send the goods to official receiver because seller is no more the owner of these goods. Owner of these goods is buyer. Even though he has not paid the price, but the ownership was already passed to him. So we have discussed this whenever we were doing the Sales of Goods Act in more detail. You can go back and watch the previous videos. And one of the doubt is coming that he can sell it to the legal representative. That is not there. Your understanding is going somewhere else. So hopefully the brief explanation which I gave is understood to all. Because the seller is no more the owner and seller doesn't have the right of cannot exercise the right of lien because lien is absent here. If the right of lien was there, seller would have retained the possession. So this question was important from both the angle. Both the acts were convergently involved here, both ICA as well as SOGA. Next question. Communication of acceptance is complete as against the proposer if and only options. A. When it comes to the knowledge of the proposer. Option B. When it is put in the course of transmission to him so as to be not of power of acceptor to withdraw the same. Option D, when the acceptance is communicated to the proposer. And option last, that is D, all of the above. Communication of acceptance is complete as against proposer if and only A, when it comes to the knowledge of the proposer. Option B, when it is put in the course of transmission to him so as to be not of the power of the acceptor to withdraw the same. Option C, when the acceptance is communicated to the proposer. And option D, all of the above. So here, understand the question. Question says we need to find out the communication of acceptance is complete against the proposer. So who is a proposer? Proposer is a person who is making the offer. Fine. So if we take the example A and B, A is the proposer and B will be the acceptor. Fine. So now we will understand what will be the correct choice. Communication of acceptance is complete as against our proposer A if and only if the correct answer is option B, when it is put in the course of transmission to A, so as to be not of the power of the B, the acceptor, to withdraw the same. So what happens that communication of acceptance against the proposer is complete only when the acceptor has accepted the offer and he is his communication. If it is the letters are exchanged, then the letter will reach the proposer and proposal will know it, then it is complete against the acceptor. So let's understand communication of acceptance is complete against the proposer only when it is put into the course of transmission. So B has already sent the letter and now B is not having the power to withdraw it or take it from the postal department. So option B is correct. Next one, an offer made without any spoken words or written is A, specific offer, B, quasi agreement, C, implied offer, D, counter offer. Offer made without any spoken words or written words is A, specific offer, B, quasi agreement, C, implied offer, and D, counter offer. So the correct answer for this question is option number C. That is implied offer. Because implied offer, in this case, only the offer will be accepted or offer is made or offer is accepted with the conduct of the parties. Maybe with non-verbal actions. No words are required many a times. Right? Next one, a proposal may be dash. A proposal may be dash A, general proposal, B, specific proposal, C, express or implied proposal, or D, all of these. Proposal may be A, general proposal, B, specific proposal, C, express or implied proposal, and D, all of these. So we know that proposal or offer can be of any type. It can be general, it can be specific, it can be express, it can be implied. Right? So all of these, option D is correct. The term quid pro quo is applied in relation to dash. A, consideration. B, capacity of the parties. C, free consent. And D, legality of object. Quid pro quo is applied in relation to dash. A, consideration. B, capacity of parties. C, free consent. And D, legality of object. So the correct answer for this question is quid pro quo is related to option number A. That is consideration. So what is the meaning of quid pro quo? Anyone can type in the chat. What is the meaning of quid pro quo? Yes, Maria, you're right. Something in return, obviously. So if I am taking this beautiful class, wonderful session, so I just need in return your feedback, right? So that is called something in return. So whatever we do, a contract will always have the two parties or more than two. So everyone will expecting something from the other. So something in return. If I'm doing one work, if I'm working at one place, I'll expect a salary. So that is the meaning of it. Something in return. It's a Latin phrase, quod pro quo, and it is called consideration. And consideration means that only. Fine. So it's the meaning of consideration. Do remember it. It's very important. Few phrases may be asked as it is in the as a question. X sold and delivered 10 quintals of rice to Y. Y, instead of expressing his acceptance of the rice in writing or by words, sent the same to the flour mill. Sent the same to the mill. The acceptance of goods dash A has not taken place. B, by implied adoption, has taken place. C, by default, has taken place. And D, by estoppel, has taken place. So what happened? X is sold and delivered 10 quintals of rice. And why? The person, instead of expressing his acceptance, he directly took the rice and put it for the processing in the mill. The acceptance of goods dash A has not taken place. B, by implied adoption, has taken place. Option C, by default, has taken place, and option D, by estoppel, has taken place. So correct answer is option B. By implied by action, if the of the acceptor of the offer is taking the rice or the goods and is going for the taking and put it in the processing, then obviously by implied action, the acceptance has been received. Right? So option B is correct. Now, out of 10 questions we discussed, let me know the scores. All the participants will calculate the scores and let me know in the chat. Raman 8. Okay. Others? I am asking for the scores. So how much was your score today out of 10 questions we discussed? So do let us know the scores. At the beginning of the session only it was being said to at least calculate the scores. It's for your self evaluation and also for our knowledge that how you are performing. Okay? Amanul has been got 6. Fine. So anyone left? Any participant? Meanwhile, they are calculating the scores. Okay, fine. 6 or 7, fine, Ayush. So till now, I can find Raman. So no one is beating him, I guess, in the today's session. So let's declare him the winner of the session. So congrats to Raman and others who have participated. And do participate because it's important to at least use your brain while answering, right? Apply it. Now let's rate the session. How you like the questions? How were the difficulty level? And also how the performance was of the participants. So entire feedback of entire session. So we'll rate the session on the rating scale of 5. 5 is the most beneficial session. 1 is the least beneficial session. So do let us know the feedback. No, there is no feedback form. We are taking it in the chat itself. So do let us know in the rating scale of 5. Out of 5, we have to rate the session or give the feedback. 5 is the most beneficial session and least one is the least beneficial. So fine, we are getting a good rating. So keep working hard at your place and do keep performing well. So thank you for today's session.